Don't you wish that your life was a video game? Don't you wish that you had instant results for your actions, feedback so fast that it feels addicting? Well, you can do it. If you play it fast enough, life becomes a video game. But of course, you can do so many other things. Like, for instance, if you weave narratives, just like in a role-playing game like D&D, you just do it by yourself. You become the game master and you start weaving into real life. You will actually start to live a little bit of a fantasy. And it doesn't have to be a bad one. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I live in fantasy land. No, it's just I add another layer on top of life, on top of this existence that makes it more interesting. Like, things can be so much more interesting to add yourself to a quest, to try to add it and make it like a quest. And you can also decrease the time in between action and reward. Just do a smaller quest because it will feel a lot more rewarding because you will have that reward so much faster. And if you want to do longer duration, just increase the number of repetitions. It is so interesting to gamify your lives. It is so interesting to actually keep track and note down all of the days that you've played that game over and over again, that you've really took into account how many days have passed since you've started playing that specific game, which is whatever, talking in front of the camera or meditating or whatever it is. Keeping track, if you really like games where you have big numbers, just add that element where you keep track of everything with numbers. And then you would have like 290 days of meditation or 290 days of just doing sports or whatever it is. And you can also build things that give you statistics back. You don't have to really keep count. You can build something, a business or whatever, a YouTube channel, something that gives you statistics back, that you can test things out and experiment with new strategies to increase those numbers. It is a game, and you can play it fast enough that it feels like a video game. It's so fun to weave these things into your life, to put them and infuse them into your everyday existence. You can do it as much as you want or as little as you want. You can even include people into your little games. You can do certain things. Just use your imagination and you can really find novel ways to increase this feeling that life is really nothing but a beautiful game, nothing but an interesting game. You can even play it as a horror or as an adventure or as a story of a hero or whatever it is that you enjoy. Even shooters, you can actually play shooter games in real life. Just start doing it. Just start applying those things in real life. Just imagine for a second that your mouse is actually your gun and every task that you do at work is actually you are trying to press those clicks and make that shot. It's so much easier. You just have to use your imagination. I know it sounds preposterous, but it can be fun to add this layer of making life more interesting. It doesn't have to be so serious. It doesn't really have to be a big deal. You don't have to always be so serious and so professional. You can add a little bit of adventure into your life by just weaving this narrative of a video game. Just trying to experiment, trying to test things out, trying to go out and get experience and things like that, just accumulating things. And as soon as you do that, as soon as you start to change your view of the world and view it more and more as a game, you will start to see that there is a lot of enjoyment to be had in life.